Welcome to the land of happiness, Bhutan.
एकदम रोडीज जैसी फील आ रही है.
बस स्नेहा धूपिया मिसिंग है. So good morning from Thimphu, Bhutan. We just arrived in Thimphu yesterday evening and today is our first day of exploration in Thimphu. So we're actually heading out for some local sightseeing. Now there are 4 or 5 highlights that you cannot miss out on whenever you're in Thimphu. Thimphu is the capital city of Bhutan and since we arrived yesterday, the vibe has been absolutely wonderful. I cannot wait to start exploring the city. The thing we are out to do is actually visit the golden Buddha statue. There's a beautiful, huge statue of Buddha overlooking the city of Thimphu, and you can see this gorgeous view behind me. First stop exploring Thimphu is the Thimphu Post office. Now this is a little unlike the rest of your post offices because here you can do something really unique and special. Here you can actually get custom made stamps using your own photos. How cool is that? So basically what you do is you come here to the post office, you go to the counter, you pick a picture of yourself that you love, you email it to them and then they will get this printed. This cost me Indian rupees or Bhutanese 0 gram 500 only. Not bad at all. I'm going to take this back as a souvenir. You can also send postcards to your friends or family, or you can send one postcard back to yourself if you are into something like that. So yeah, I'm just taking these stamps back with me as a memory. So right outside the post office, you actually have this beautiful art gallery. Here you can find local Bhutanese artworks. There are so many Buddhism inspired artworks here. You'll also find paintings depicting stories like mythological stories from the Bhutanese culture. You'll also find like singing bowls and mandalas and figurines of Buddha and all of that. It's such a beautiful place and all of these artworks are just exquisite. So if you're somebody who loves to know a little bit more about the history of a place, you can also visit the Bhutan Postal Museum. It has some tidbits from the evolution of communication, the written communication in Bhutan. I think this will cost you 250 Indian rupees per person for the entry. So I'm sure most of you have heard that people go to Dubai to get cheap gold, but did you know that you can also get cheap gold back to India from Bhutan? I have Kel here with me who is going to tell me how you can facilitate cheap gold purchase from Bhutan and take it back to India. Kel, can you tell us a little bit about it?
Okay, so thank you very much. So it's like this, if you really want to buy a gold, so you have to need the dollar. So if you don't have dollars, so they don't sell the gold. And like the dollar, it's very difficult to get in Bhutan. So you have to bring from your country itself to buy the gold. And then like, so that also it's need a clean note. So they don't accept like a tron or like also become very dirty. So they don't accept. It's really need a clean one, okay? And so our government, they don't restrict to selling the gold. So you can just take it as much as you can. But so it's the problem is that when it reaches to the airports, so that the security, they don't allow. So that's how. So you can just take it as much as, and like so in Bhutan you'll get 20 gram or the 20 carats and then like 1 gram. So it's, if you want to buy as a 20 gram, it will be much cheaper. But if you want to buy like 1 gram, so it will be like almost same cost as India, okay? Or like other place. Yeah.
So if you basically take back gold in bulk quantity, you're going to get it much cheaper. For example, if you buy 20 grams of gold here, you're going to save almost as much as 20,000 Indian rupees, which is a great deal. So I suggest if you're traveling to Bhutan and you want to buy gold, plan it out a little bit in advance and make sure you carry the exact amount in US dollars with you. So guys, our next stop in Thimphu is the Tashi Zong. So Sakshi, can you give us a little bit of information about the Zong and what exactly does Zong mean?
Basically this is a Tashi Zong, which we also call Thimphu Zong to make it a little simpler. So Zong, basically Bhutan has 20 districts and every district has a Zong. Now Zong means a place with administrative body and a monastery inside it. So in Bhutan, culture and the politics go hand in hand. So especially in Tashi Zong, this is the main administrative unit of Bhutan. So the royal family, the king's office and major offices are here, and they also have a monastery body here. So yeah, basically that, and this office, this zong, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. They are in the working hours are held in there, and after 5 p.m. you can actually go inside for maybe around an hour, and you can see only the monastery side of it. So there's like one monastery where you can visit. So you cannot visit the entire area.
They also have zongs in Paro and most other administrative
So
districts.
basically we have 20 districts. So you have zongs in every administrative district. But this is the main administrative zone of Bhutan.
So this is where all the major decisions are made. This is where the lower house, the upper house, all of your parliament basically sits here. And we are actually going to be visiting a zong in Paro, right?
In Paro and Punakha.
Yeah.
Punakha has the the largest zong in the country and the second oldest zong as well.
And another very, very interesting fact about this particular zong is that it also has royal palace inside its grounds. But the interesting thing is, now with most other royal families like we were discussing right now, you see these elaborate, lavish lifestyles that the royal families usually live. But here the picture is slightly different. Can you tell us?
Yeah, so basically when we think of palaces, we think of grandeur, we think of lavish buildings. But here in Bhutan, the interesting thing is that the monasteries, the zongs are beautiful and big and grand, but the palaces are very simple. They are simple houses, and they choose to live in simple houses. Even it can be in Thimphu or in Paro. Wherever you see a palace, it's not the typical kind of palace that we think of. It might be a simple bungalow, and they are very small and very intimate. So that's a very interesting fact that you can know about the royal family of Bhutan.
So Takin is the national animal of Bhutan, and we have this like small preserve. So I'm actually very excited to see what this animal is. There's a very interesting story behind how this animal came into existence as well. This animal actually has a very, very interesting mythological story behind it. So folklore has it that there was a very, very eccentric Bhutanese saint. He used to be known as the divine madman. So one day the public asked him to prove his supernatural powers, and he asked them to arrange a feast for him. Now he demanded that this feast should include one whole cow and one whole goat. After he had finished his meal, he magically combined the bones of the cow and the goat. He kept the skeleton of the cow and the head of the goat and created this beautiful animal. Now, of course, this is just folklore. We don't know if it's true or not, but a beautiful animal came out of it nonetheless. And the wonderful part about this zoo is not only do they preserve takins, but they're also doing conservation efforts for a lot of other wildlife. Kusuk Sampola, and welcome to capital city of Bhutan, Thimphu. Right now I'm here near the clock tower of Thimphu. This is sort of like the main city square, and as you can see, this is a beautiful stretch. Can you see how pretty these flowers are? Like, these trees have to be the prettiest things I've seen. Now this square is like the main square. You have cafes, restaurants, shops, all of it. So whenever you're here, the marketplace is right by this square. So definitely come down to the square, visit a cafe or two, and definitely shop for some souvenirs. Whenever I'm exploring the food scene in a new city, I love to explore both sides of it. So like the hyper-local things as well as if they have some nice cafes or restaurants. So I found one of the cutest cafes in Thimphu. Guys, if you come here, you have to visit this cafe. It's called ambient coffee roasters, and it's this like really cute cafe. They have an insane variety of things on their menu, like right from your breakfast specials like your granola and eggs and pancakes and all of that. Then you have you can make your own salads, you can have pastas, you can have all of that. And the best part and my favorite part, they make specialty coffees. So they have your V60 clever drippers, all of these manual brew equipments, and they have beans interestingly sourced from southern parts of India, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. So I have ordered for one of their specialty coffees, and then we've ordered for a bunch of other things. So it's a must visit place according to me. Simply Bhutan is this Bhutanese village concept. So here basically they have like recreated a village to let you experience the authentic Bhutanese experience. You will find a Bhutanese traditional drink, you will see their culture, how their houses are, traditional dance performances and so much more. The ticket costs you 1,000 rupees per person.
Other than carving, painting, he can also play archery with the help of his feet. So he has participated in Nepal Paralympic. Oh wow! And there is his certificate. He stood second in archery.
एकदम रोडीज जैसी फील आ रही है.
बस नेहा धूपिया मिसिंग है.
नेहा
We spent an absolutely magical evening at the Buddha statue. The Buddha is so majestic, and the best part was that we even got to be a part of a small chanting ritual. I of course could not click any videos inside the sanctorium as such, but it was so beautiful. I honestly did not feel like clicking any videos after that because I was in such a nice, peaceful, calm sort of state of mind. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please come back for the next episode as well, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, please hit the subscribe button.